people, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Conversation. Of course, and you know that here on The Conversation, what we basically do is, get people from different walks of life and have them share with us their life stories. And today's episode is not an exception. I don't know, but I'm super excited about this episode of The Conversation because I have one of my favorites on the show today. Yes. And I'm talking about no other than S.O.N, Chuwang, yes, sounds of Nerat. And this person, this human being I'm talking about, has actually changed the narrative when it comes to gospel music. Yes. You know that feeling of having gospel done the afro-pop way. Like, see, you just want to keep dancing, just want to keep vibing and everything. Let me not talk too much, guys. My name is Renio, and this is The Conversation. So, Chuwang.
My guy, how are you?
Nice having you on the show.
It feels great to be here with you.
Hey, God, I'm a star.
Stop doing this right now. It's an honor for me to be here. So, how are you now? How are you doing? What's happening?
Good. Popping the whole afro pop. No one like afro pop.
Don't do this right now. Don't do this right now.
So, how has music?
Music has been beautiful. Thank God, moving well.
So, quickly, because this show is a show to inspire young people, and then you are you're a young person. How did music start for you?
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but I can break it. So I was born into a musical family. Okay. My mom is a singer, a songwriter, and a recording artist as well. So it has been from that foundation that I had the music, and my dad too plays the guitar, writes songs, and my elder brother obviously sings too. So that has been a very good foundation for me, and I must say it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Wow. Okay, so when did you actually, I know you grew up in music and all that, but besides just growing up in music, when did you decide that you wanted to become an artist?
I would say somewhere in secondary school, because I wrote my first song when I was like in GS1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then started writing more songs, getting on platforms, singing, and then eventually in my final year in secondary school I recorded a song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's how it started. I just kept on pushing to this point.
Beautiful. Okay, so one thing we didn't do was, besides music, what do you do besides music?
Okay, I'm a student of the University of Jos, but still studying music obviously. So aside being an artist though, I'm a record producer as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can see that my life revolves around music.
Music. Everywhere you go, just
music. Basically.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I want to know that one thing that changed your life when it comes to music. That one encounter you had that actually changed everything for you. What's that one encounter you can recall? Or okay, I'll give you the chance. It might be more than one. So I'll give you the chance. What are those 3 encounters that actually did change your life?
I would say some of the encounters that changed my life was being able to be in an environment where people can inspire me. Okay. Like I've been fortunate enough, when I finished from secondary school, I came across Oluwadroma through my brother Niken, and being around that space of creative people that inspire and push just gave me so much energy to believe in what I was putting my energy towards, and it's been just beautiful from there. So that has been a very major part. And while I was there, I also helped train a couple of students from the university, and I got to discover that I could study music as a course. And then that was what also inspired me to say, okay, let's just go for it. It's better I do something I'm passionate about in school also. I know that I would give it my best than to just go for something and my attention is distracted. Though I don't want to do entirely everything I'm doing in school, but it's better because it's definitely related to music. So that has been another thing that has changed the story for me.
Because it doesn't look like you're willing to do anything outside music now. It doesn't seem like
No, I will in the future.
The energy you channel into your music. I think very few artists here on the plateau in Jos actually do channel that much energy. And talking about people, listening to you, I just realized that we cannot do without people. People. And now bringing us to the point where I started afro-pop, and you made mention of Oluwa Drama, and I don't know, I've listened to a lot of your work and everything, and I feel like there's this synergy. Okay, I shouldn't say much. I should allow you to do the talking right now. So how has it been for you, like your journey through afro-pop gospel? How has it been for you?
Well, it's been a beautiful one. I never saw myself like as an afro-gospel artist or an afro-pop artist. It seemed like it just happened naturally because it was something I loved, and along the line I just discovered most of my content is moving towards that direction. Though I write other genres of music and in the future I'd explore, but then I just discovered there's something that just draws me towards that. And I feel because I'm a young person, and most young people tend to listen to that genre of music, but then I thought to myself, how can we create godly music that is also vibey? Do you understand? And then I understood that very few people are intentional about that, and we have a lot of young people out there listening to content that doesn't edify them. And I just said, there's a way that you can also reach out to this set of people with godly music, and it's been that way. And working with drum, as you said, there's just a beautiful synergy that I cannot even explain. And I must say, from the place of mentorship to the place of collaboration, it's always been beautiful, because many people might not know, but most of my production days when I started out, drummer was there to guide me, to teach me a lot of stuff, and even without saying a word sometimes, he doesn't know how much he has inspired or how many things he has taught me without saying a word. And I must say that I'm really blessed. And coming to the place of collaborating as an artist and a record producer, whenever we just have a joint, just know that it's fire.
Fire, man.
There's just something special about it, and I really love working with him. And I know definitely we keep doing this over and over
again. We have more hits coming our way.
Definitely.
Mentorship, talking about, I feel everybody needs a mentor part time. Yes. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how far you've gone in life. And yes, so how did it feel like being on Trace Gospel?
Oh my God. It felt like a dream. Like it just happened, and it blew my mind, because God just works in wonderful ways that you can't just explain. And I didn't really push for it, but God just made it happen. You understand? And it helped me reach out to a lot of people from different parts of the world. And right now I have people in different countries connecting to the sound, being blessed by the sound, and reaching out to me saying, I'm from this country and I'm appreciating your music, and it's a blessing to me. And I'm just blown away that from Jos, Nigeria, we can be a blessing to the world.
J-Town to the world,
and it just shows me that this is just a little that God has shown me of the mighty things He's about to do through this sound and through me. And I'm just super excited about the journey. I can't wait for things to unfold.
Wow. And okay, so this particular song, Pose, if you not listen to Pose, I just want to say this to you now. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Please, he will be letting you know how you can access this song.
Definitely.
But for now, listening to Pose and seeing that everybody, I followed this song up, and then I realized that people from different countries wanted to have a collabo because of Pose. Do you know what that means? To get calls from different countries, from the US, I think, from Uganda, from where else again?
We got videos from Germany and a bunch of other places.
Whoa, and how many collaborations collaborations do you have?
We had one from Uganda, and we're running on another one from a different country. I'll not disclose that yet, but we're possibly putting that out. So we have like 4 versions of the song, and it's really beautiful.
And the thing is, I never get tired of those. I don't know, but
There's just something special about that song. For real, like I keep wondering too, like I don't think that is my best record when it comes to me picking a record of mine that I really, really love. But I don't know why God decided to pick that particular song, and it just keeps moving.
Sorry, I want to cut you, but if you heard the lyrics of that somewhere, we no go hide waiting God don't do.
For real, and God has actually done more that we can pose and testify about. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. So there's an EP.
Yeah, there's an EP.
An EP. And guys,
Gospel according to Afrobeat.
songs are fire. I don't know which is my favorite yet. I'm still yet to pick. I just keep vibing.
That's so wonderful.
But I don't know which is my favorite, and that EP is the bomb. He will give us the.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I know who I'm listening to because.
Really fire, yeah.
So, son.
Yeah.
And actually, I didn't get to ask you, son. What was the idea behind S.O.N?
Oh. S.O.N means multiple things, but I'll break it down. First, it means sound of Nerat. My name is Nerat Chuwang, as many people know. So my first name is Nerat. So it means sound of Nerat. And it means that there are so many sounds inside of me that the world is about to listen to, and the world is already listening to. And it also means sound of nations, because I'm reaching out to the world.
You're going places, man.
Definitely. God has shown me, and it is becoming a reality day by day. And it also means that I'm God's son. It doesn't matter how old I get, I always remain his son, and he has shown me so much of his fatherly love. And it is a good thing to know that we all are sons and daughters of God. And I believe that through my music, people get to discover their place in God as his children, and then they discover that he's a father who is always ready to love them and be there for them. So that's the inspiration behind the song.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so emotional right now.
Oh my God.
Okay, so son, as I said earlier, we are here to inspire young people, and I'm very sure that a lot of people out there, not just in GCT, not just in Nigeria, all around the world, want to be like you. If not be like you, they want to, be able to reach out to people just as you have. And I would love you to say something to these people, like people who we are in a city where music is appreciated, where music is loved. Almost everybody in Jos sings. Almost everybody in Jos
You can see that.
So, and then a lot of people are wondering how they can actually get to this level. Everybody just wants to blow, but they don't really know that it takes just more than what they are doing to actually blow, quote unquote. And then, as you were talking, I realized that there is a lot of things that pertains to life beyond just blowing, quote unquote. So I want you to just say something to these young folks, not necessarily people into music, generally people into different things.
I feel one of the first things to do is discover your passion and your purpose, what God has created you for, and move in that direction. And it is good to acknowledge the fact and discover the fact that God is the lifter of men. And we know that God is the lifter of men, but there's so much hard work and dedication that has to be put in place for you to have certain things materialized. Like, if you listen to my music 5 years ago and listen to my music now, many people that know me know that there's so much growth. And that is because, aside the fact that God's hand has been upon my life, he needed me to work on myself so that he would have something to bless. God will bless the works of our hands, but if you don't have anything that you're doing, what will God bless? So you have to make sure that you are busy and you're developing yourself, if you find something that you're passionate about and something that you know that is where your purpose is, you should give it all your energy. And one thing that I'll tell people is, you might not look like what your future is going to be, but believing that it's going to happen is a way of helping you continue pushing, because you know that eventually it is going to become a reality. Like, I never knew that in years to come that people would listen to my music from different parts of the world and will be blessed. And I know that this is just a very little of what God is about to do. But then I make sure that I continue to make myself ready for when God will open doors and more people will keep listening to the music. So make sure that you have something that you're doing and make sure that you give it your all.
Wow.
Yeah.
You heard that right from the horse's mouth, from the son himself. Okay, son, it was very beautiful having you on the show.
It's my pleasure.
I really had a nice time having son on this. Yeah. My voice is not normally this bad. I don't want to say I am a good singer.
You just be sure yourself. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Okay, guys, this is still a conversation, yes, and we've been on set with Nerat, Chuwang, Sounds of Nerat. By the way, actually, you didn't get to tell us how we can access your songs.
So you can get my songs on most major digital platforms, and you can just search for S.O.N, S.O.N, and then you can also check me out on social media where I normally share my music. It's S.O.N Music Official on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. Then S.O.N Music Official on my YouTube as well. So
exactly, and the video to post, the post video
is out.
And they refuse to put me on the video.
You see Olua drama dancing.
They refuse to put me on the video because I could not dance. And I was not looking, but I want to tell you, I was behind the scene. I was behind. I just want to say this so that tomorrow, when you see when he's collecting Grammy Award, you will know that I was behind.
She was there, and I must say, I really appreciate the support. You guys are
you should actually see the photos. I was
you guys are really amazing.
I was behind the scene, guys. So yes, Son Chuwang, I must say thank you once again.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
People, this has been the conversation. Yes. And you can do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, all at KR8 Radio, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yes. My name is Reni Obot, and this has been the conversation. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, and do well to join us next time for another episode. Till then, bye, people.
Bye.